have a really great host here today, or I should say a guest here. We're the host. Sarah Davidson was a well-known divorce coach helping couples through separation. Then her own marriage crumbled and the work became really personal.
Yeah, but the uncoupling author says it's possible to survive and maybe even thrive after a breakup. Joining us now is divorce coach Sarah Davidson. Good morning.
Good morning.
First, can you explain to us exactly what is a divorce coach?
Yes, so a divorce coach helps people to cope better with the emotional roller coaster you go through after a breakup, but also the practical challenges, maybe like becoming a single parent or dating again, things like that.
Right, and I think I haven't been through a divorce. I'm going through a marriage, which is really great, but for couples who do get to that point, I'm sure you come to a point, and for you, your experience of going through a divorce yourself, where you need people around you who have gone through the same thing. You need some sort of retreat. So you created something for that?
Yes, and that's exactly why, because I went through my own divorce and it hit me like a freight train. I didn't see it coming, and there wasn't any specific help. You could go to therapy, which was great, but nothing specific. So that's exactly why I created my podcast and my breakup recovery retreats. Yes.
And break that down even more. What is the retreat? People go for 10 days, get away, and do what? I don't know if it's 10 days.
It's actually 2 days.
2 days, there you go.
Yeah, so I do it at a weekend, and we fast-track people through the worst of their breakup.
Oh, okay, because that gets me to my next question, because I was wondering if there were phases or stages of a divorce. And it sounds to me like your retreat kind of expedites the process.
Yes, absolutely. It's creating those fast, positive transformations, putting people back in control and empowering them with a toolkit of different tools and techniques that they can use to dial down those negative emotions so they can start to move forward. So yes, and it covers all stages, whether you're right at the beginning of a breakup, in the middle of it, or even stuck and maybe you've been divorced or broken up for a very long time.
And how it just really hits you like a freight train. And sometimes you feel like, I remember when I was really young, you think you're going through the worst breakup of your life and it's like you can't breathe. There are 5 stages, you say. What are those first 2 stages of recovering?
So first of all, looking at the early days is very different to when you're a bit further on, because we go through that shock, maybe denial, but again, everybody deals with breakups differently. Some people have better ways of coping with stress than others. Some people will completely fall apart. Some people will be very, very angry. And to be honest, some people might be really relieved that their partner's gone. So again, it's really tailoring it to the individual to help them move through. And in the early days, it's take it easy, look after yourself, self-care, really important. But then as you move on, trying to take your power back and focus more on the future.
So, Sarah, you were a life coach for years, and then after your own divorce, you transitioned to a divorce coach. What was it that you discovered that made you want to make that transition?
Well, I realised it was really painful. A lot of people don't know that actually divorce is known as the second most traumatic life experience we go through after death of a loved one. So again, it really shocked me, the trauma that I was going through suddenly. And having been a coach for 13, 14, 15 years at that point, I was shocked that I couldn't manage my own emotions because I was absolutely flawed, doing a lot of that ugly crying on the bathroom floor, So that's when I decided I had to combine my breakup experience with my coaching skills to try and find a way through. And now that's the tools that I share with people all over the world.
And let's share some with people who may be going through the thick of it right now, who are going, you know what, I'm going through this and the holidays are here. I just want to have a picture-perfect family, but I don't. What is some advice for them?
Well, get a good support team around you. We launched Heartbreak to Happiness online support groups as well, and we have a special Thanksgiving support group that's happening on Thursday, 4 p.m. LA time. Yes, run by one of my accredited coaches online. So if you are struggling with the festive season, it's really normal. You can jump on there for free and check it out. But yeah, I think having good people around you that really support you and care about you in those early days is going to be essential.
Sarah Davidson, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget, for more information on Sarah, including her programs, her podcast, and her book, just visit sarahdavidson.com. There you see it on your screen right there. And you can check it out on social media.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you for having me.